the 14th Sunday of Ordinary Time, and I had a reoccurrence of my throat condition. But my spirit is very good. Thank you very much. Just a very simple reflection today. Jesus goes home with his friends, and the people in town think they know him. They know his history, so they think they know him. They know his family, and they think they know him. And in Scripture, to know is to have power over. So they were all set for him to do in their town what he did elsewhere. But they weren't expecting to do it in faith. They were doing it because of power. They knew him. But they wanted to know, where did you get all this authority? And that's the insight I've had this week. Jesus, in his human experience, got his authority because he faced his human condition. And he was out in the desert. Wild beasts. Temptations. He got an authority from having confidence in God's relationship with him as a human being. People come to my office and they'll say, Father, could we discern for 10 minutes? I say, no. Discernment isn't something you plug in like a toaster. Get warmed up, get discerned, out you go. Jesus learned discernment by confronting his humanity. Each of us will never know discernment, will never know the evil spirit unless we face him. We'll never know how strong our ego is until we see it in action and reflect on it. Jesus got his authority not from the people's opinion around him, not even in his hometown. He got it from within. Who gave you your authority? Which Pharisee, which group? Did you go out into the Essean community? Did they give it to you? They give you wisdom, knowledge? Did you read all the books? No. He read his own book. He confronted the evil one and not, get away from me. Not that way. He was out there 40 days struggling to come to terms with who he was and who he was not. He was not getting his authority from popular opinion or from ancient scriptures, though he knew Scripture. But he knew the desert within, where the conflicts are. He knew the conflicts around him because he knew the conflicts within him. I'm saying he was really human then. And he got his authority from God's grace and care for him as a human being. Now, am I stressing that Jesus was too human? I don't think so. Because as a human being, he's inviting each of us to not run away from our deserts, from our questions. Don't jump out of our boat. Face our fears. Face the temptations to be other than I am. Jesus was tempted to be other than who he was. So, authority, is that power? Or is it care? Is it being attentive? I know where I'm needed and I know what I can do. That's authority. It's not a fix-it. mentality that Jesus can fix anything he wants. He was present to the human condition because he was present to his own. He was present to the pain of leaving Mary when he left home. That's not in Scripture, but he left home. He faced questions, challenges from around him, which made him question inside. That's where he got his authority. That's where we get our authority to care for others, to be present, that we don't run away from whatever the desert is, whatever the boat is tipping over. Stay faithful to the humanity that is blessed by grace. Grace is not won. It's received to live faithfully as Jesus did. The human condition that sometimes was a condition of stress, temptation, and doubt. Much to pray with there. Where does each of us get our authority? Either from within, the encounter with God within, or we'll run around getting the authority from other people's opinions. No, thank you. Because then I'm only as good as my last performance.